Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin and today I am ranking all of the makeup I used in April. I used 33 products this past month and there's some tea in this shakeup. When I was ranking them, I surprised myself. So if that sounds interesting to you, seeing what were the terrible products I used this month, what was kind of just meh, and what were the top tier things that I'm like, hey, if you're gonna buy anything, these are the ones, keep on watching. Before we get too far into the video, if you have not already, I would love it if you would consider subscribing. I upload videos twice a week. It's totally free to subscribe and I would love to have you back again on the channel to talk all things makeup. Let's go ahead and get started. In number 33, if you've watched my rankings before, you already know. If not, I'll leave a playlist. The Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. Long story short, I just don't like that this transfers usually to my brow bone after I've worn it all day and I have to build it up like 3 layers to get it to a place I like. I know it's like boring for people who've watched my rankings before, but I did still use it. And if nothing else, this goes to show I've used this almost every day for the last 4 months and the end is not in sight. So like it lasts forever, but I don't want it to last forever because I don't like it. In number 32 is a product I totally used up. Yay, it is a product from my Planning to Pan 24 items in 2024 series. I will leave my updated video that I just made recently if you're interested in that. And this is the Wet n Wild Mega Liner in shade Dark Brown. I bought this years ago for a video that I did specifically on a full face of Wet n Wild products. I'll leave that video linked just for kicks and giggles. It's so old. Yeah, when I was very new in my channel and I don't do things the way I did back then now, but I didn't like this mostly because it was a felt tip. I like a brush tip liner. I don't think I knew that when I bought it. Very pigmented, didn't crack, nice longevity, took out the stopper and everything, but she is done. I wouldn't recommend it personally. If you don't mind a felt tip, you might like it, but when I first got this too, I remember having issues with my eye burning when I put the formula on my eyes. So yeah, that's great. Love that for me. Not gonna repurchase that. 31 is another product I would not recommend. This is empty. It is the St. Luxe Brow Gel. It's just clear. Now, you may have remembered this got ranked a lot higher last month, but it rolled off my desk where I do my makeup and the component literally snapped, broke. Like the part that you twist is up in here, broken inside, and you cannot get it out. So I just used what I could left before it dried out, but the component broke and there was no way to seal it or keep it shut. So to me, if your component is that cheap that it falling off a desk breaks the whole thing, that's probably not the best quality. I've never had that happen with any other brow gel from any other brand. So I used it and it was fine while I used it, but it's gone because it's dried up and that's what happened with that. So I'm not repurchasing that and not recommending it because I just don't feel like the component was that sturdy. In number 30 is the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Full Coverage Concealer. I have mine in Fair Neutral. Still been using this just to try to get rid of it. Like the doe foot, like the shade. It is just too drying and crepey looking. I don't know if it's my age, just the formula, what have you. Love the coverage and everything, but it just starts separating and looking crusty very quickly after I use it. It's a lot better if I use it for like spot concealing with acne. So that's how I've been trying to use it up, but that's gonna take me longer, but I do not recommend that product either. Next up in number 29 is the Laura Geller Red Carpet Ready Palette Face and Eyes. Here she is. I've been working on it. This is in my Planning to Pan 24 and 24 video as well. This is also the shade that I said I was going to pan before moving on in my Deck of Panning series. I'll leave that linked as well if you're interested. She's just boring. These two are dusty mattes. I don't even know if I'd call them mattes. They're like borderline satin formulas. This one's nice. It's like a much softer feeling. It looks just white, I think, on my finger, but it's like a duochrome pinky iridescent shade, so it is what it is. I get it for $3 at TJ Maxx. It's just like so low quality wise compared to a lot of the other things that I own in my collection at this point, and I don't want to rank it any higher, but like it's functional, which is more than I can say for some of the other products I've already talked about. In number 28 is an item I talked about in my Sugar Drizzle sale video. I'll leave that linked if you haven't seen it and you're interested in the brand. This is the Sugar Drizzle Multi-Chrome Lip in Strawberry Pop. I didn't mind this when I used it. I really like the doe foot. There's no scent to it. I just really haven't reached for it since that video, only used it once. So while it was fine, I didn't feel like I could rank it higher if it's not something that I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to use that again. Like, it was just okay, honestly, in my opinion. So not bad. We're now in that middle tier. I feel like this wasn't terrible, but I wouldn't like go out right away and seek it out again if it disappeared from my collection tomorrow kind of situation. And number 27 is the Too Faced primer. I think I already got rid of the component. It was just a little mini that I used completely up out of my panning project as well. Yeah, it just kind of felt like water sunk in and felt like I did nothing. So it didn't hurt anything, but I didn't really feel like it even hydrated. It was just like water, dried, gone. So that, yeah, it's gone, but didn't do too much. And number 26, another primer I totally used up from Make. This is the Moonlight Primer. This is supposed to be a hybrid moisturizer and a primer that helps shield against damage caused by HUV and the impact of IR light while also aiding in vitamin D synthesis. I don't know about all that other stuff, but this did feel more hydrating than the Too Faced when I used it, so that's why I ranked it a bit higher. But it was just fine as well. Wasn't anything that I was like, wow, I see such a difference and an impact in my makeup. In 25 is a product that I have been working on and working on and working on. I think next month she's finally going to be gone. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in Palm Beach Ready. We're scraping the barrel for real here. If you haven't seen my other rankings or you forget, basically it's not bad. It's just too shimmery for me. It's like very gold highlightery in with the bronzer shade, which I have found I don't love. If I pair it with a matte blush and don't do highlighter, I can live with it. And so that's how I've been using it to get rid of it. But I just don't love it. And I feel like I have to use a more, like a brush like this to apply it, as opposed to, I usually like to do my bronzer very like chiseled and in a specific place, but if I apply it with a brush like this is the Rephr number 4, it gives me highlighter stripes since it is so shimmery, so I have to more like give it like a diffused all over look with this kind of brush. This is the Midas Bronzing Brush 1127 to get it to a place where I like how it looks. So it's functional, but I don't love it. For me, it could just be my skin tone, my preferences. It's not bad by any means. Number 24 is the NYX Tame and Frame Tinted Brow Pomade. Mine is in shade Brunette. I think I'm just over my pomade era. Like, maybe I'm just bored of it, but I'm kind of over it. I didn't even wear it in my brows today because I am just sick of it. It's getting kind of chunky and it's drying out. Maybe that's part of why I don't like it too, because it is definitely over a year, if not too old. Today I'm using the Benefit Gimme Brow Plus that I got in my latest haul video. I have mine in shade 3. That's what I started using when the St. Luxe did its thing and broke. And I usually pair it with this, but I just did the Tinted Brow Gel today. But yeah, this one, it's fine. It's just like, I kind of want to go back to either shadow or pencil, I feel like, in my brows. So I'll use it up, but I just didn't want to rate it any higher because I'm not loving it. In number 23, from Milani, this Bullet Lipstick in shade 27 Shoop. Yeah, it's just getting kind of stiff to use, a little tuggy on the lips. Color's beautiful, longevity's fine. Could also be an age thing for that as well, so not bad, but not a favorite. In number 22, another product from Sugar Drizzle and Rosemary Beetle, their multi-chrome liner. I really like these. I didn't rate it any higher just because I do think that this applicator could use a little work because you have to dip in several times and build it up because this brush just doesn't hold very much product at a time. So it's a beautiful product, but it does take a little patience to build up, I think, to get it to a place where you can see the shift and everything in it. So that's why I didn't rank it any higher, but I do like that one. And 21 is a shocker to probably you as well as me. From Morphe, their cream blush. This is in shade Verified. It's what I'm wearing today. It's not super highly pigmented, but I love the applicator. It's got like a little thing like this that I just boop, boop, use a stippling brush and blend it out. It's just enough that you can see that there's color, but it is, to me, very natural looking, and I've been loving it on like light makeup days. My eyes are very, very not light makeup today, but I feel like my face is like light makeup today, and I've been loving it for that. It's not sticky at all. It, like, I don't want to say it totally dries down, like there is a little bit of like hydration, but been loving these. Actually, when I got it in another shade, but I've been like focusing on the verified shade to use that up, but I really like that formula. I don't know if Morphe still makes that, but it is quite nice, I do believe. The only thing is, if you want a little more pigment, that's not going to be your top rated thing, because it is pretty lightly pigmented. I maybe even wish there were a little more pigment, so I didn't rate it any higher. And number 20 is another product that I think will be empty when I'm talking to you next month in May. This is the Ulta Beauty Flower Powder. I have loved this setting powder. It's so smoothing. It sets very nicely. I love the pink undertone, especially under the eyes. It's just the rose scent that I don't like on this one. So I'll use it up. I won't purchase it again, but it's been good to me. And number 19, and a surprise to everyone, is the Ritual de Fille Luminous Elixir 3-Drop Foundation. This is the original lab sample, not what they sell now. I hated this at first. I'll leave my review linked. It was like greasy and not great for me, but my skin's been kind of dry lately, paired with, I feel like if I use the correct primer with this and I powder it, then I just threw it. Then I really like how it looks. That's what I'm wearing today. I love the fact that I can put it on and it gives me enough coverage, but you can still see my skin. Like, I don't know if you can see that there's like a natural glow, and that is because there is some like kind of oil or emollient in this product, but it's not greasy. It's just glowy. And for someone with combination skin, it's like a fine line between greasy and glowy. And I feel like this is natural and glowy without getting greasy for me. So I've had a change of heart, and I do like this one. I just didn't rank it any higher because I do kind of have to baby it to get it to a place where I like it, as far as it has to be with a certain primer and I have to powder it to like it. It's not just great on its own. So that's why it is where it is. The Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I've said it before, I'll say it again. This product is fine, but just fine. It does exactly what it's supposed to, but I feel like it's way too expensive for the price point. There's other stuff that does just as good of a job. So I want to rank it high enough that I could, you know, justify like, yes, it does do what it says it will. Absolutely. The component's great. I just think it's overpriced, so I don't want to rank it any higher than I did. Number 17, the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. You guys, this is not even something I've been trying to pan, and look what happened this month. Oh my gosh, I used a significant amount of this. I'm wearing it today. I've been loving pairing this with that Morphe blush. I have mine in shade Tan Lines. Love this so much. The only reason it's not any higher is because either last month or 2 months ago, I can't remember, it's in my indie try-on video. I'll leave that linked. The Ace Beauté cream face thing. I think that is so much easier to blend than this one. This one's not bad, but it is a little stiff in comparison to that one, and I think I like that one more, which is honestly why I pulled this one out again to compare it, and I decided I like the other one better. So I'm trying to finish this one just because I don't want two sitting around, so I'm going to switch over to that as my main cream thing. Then I'm trying to get this gone, and making a heck of a lot of progress, to be honest, and I'm still really liking this one. It's great, I think, for the price. The Ace Beauté one, though, I got on sale, and it was also a similar price for more product. Yeah, so this was fine. I also got, I need to do another haul video. I got the Colourpop, technically the Soul brand, cream bronzer as well to try, because I'm just really curious about cream bronzers lately, but I like that one a lot. I just think I like this Ace Beauté Ultimate Sculpt face palette. This is what I'm talking about. I think I like this better, and maybe you don't get as much product in one shade, but by the time you account for the whole palette, I think I'll be able to use these like throughout the different seasons of tan and paleness throughout the year, and maybe like underpainting before foundation and stuff. But yeah, that's why it is where it is. And number 16 from Ulta Beauty is the Hydrating Primer. I cannot find the Hydrating Primer. Where are you? I swear I just used it like yesterday. Where has it gone? Oh my. Okay, so I guess I'll talk about it and hope I can find it later because I was getting close to using that one up. Dang, I'm just not seeing it right now. It's a little mini as well, and when you squeeze it, the top part of the component just like pops out. It's not great. So I love the formula. It smells like coconut, really, really nice. I'm still looking around for it in hopes that I can find it to show you. But because the component is just like defective, I don't feel like I can rank it any higher than I did because it's just a little problematic. But yeah, I'm not seeing it right now. I'm gonna have to find that so I can finish it next month. Number 15 is a lip liner from Melt Cosmetics. This is in the shade Headbang. Working on finishing this up, making really good progress. Here it is in comparison to like a full-length Unearthly liner. But yeah, I just didn't rank it any higher because it's overpriced as well. It's like the Urban Decay thing. Like, it's good, but there's other stuff that's just as good, I feel like, for lower price points. I know, in my opinion, it's overpriced because I actually got this from a mystery box. I'll leave it linked if you're curious to watch. And it was a great price for the mystery box, for the bundle of all the stuff I got. But to go back and repurchase, too much. It's like $17 or something like that for a lip liner on their site. And they have sales, but still, Unearthly, when they have a sale, theirs are $3. So, hi, you can guess which one I'm shopping. In number 14 is the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Lit All Over Glow Enhancer. I've been using this a lot on days that I don't want to wear foundation, but I just want some hydration, a little bit of this, like I said, natural glow. I didn't rate this any higher because I just wish I had a little more pigmentation. Mine's in shade 1 Pink Pearl. Like, maybe the teeniest bit of a tint. Now, maybe that's not being fair because it's just called an all over glow enhancer. It's not supposed to be a skin tint, but I kind of wish it were. I would like to try the Fenty skin tint in this like squeezy tube. I really would. It's on my wish list, but in the meantime, I will use this, and I've like used it down to here, and I've just started using it, I think either last month and this month, and it's lovely. It is very hydrating, and I like that. It's good as a primer too if you do want to layer it with foundations. Just didn't do it anymore because like sometimes, I don't know, it's just not perfect. I think it needs a little bit more coverage even though it's not what it's meant for. So I'm torn. In number 13 from Colourpop is the Lippie Sticks in shade Sassy. I love the tube. I love the component. I love that it's slanted. I think that really helps apply the lip. I love the shade of this. I love the smell. It's very sweet, like almost cocoa smelling. The only thing I'm not a huge fan of is this is more of like when you put it on, it becomes kind of like slippery, like almost like a gloss hybrid feeling in a way, and it can get a little messy without lip liner, so I do feel like I need to pair it with a lip liner, and it doesn't stay on for very long. I mean, if you're just like out and about talking maybe, but you can't even drink from a straw without losing a bunch of it, so it's not my favorite formula for that reason, but it is a really, really pretty and comfortable color. In number 12 from Anastasia Beverly Hills is this blush trio. I've talked about this before. It is in shade Pool Party. I have still been continuing to use this and love this. And I've used all three shades depending on what my look is, which one goes with it the most. Yeah, it's been great. I have no complaints. It's a lovely matte blush. One of them has sparkles in it as well that are visible on the cheek. They do still sell this. I just didn't rank it any higher because it, I think, is a little overpriced. I got mine for $12.99 at TJ Maxx. It says compare at $20. I just don't want to pay $20 for blush. Personally, I just don't. I can't. There's so many other good options that are cheaper, but the quality is good on that. And I do feel like luxe, I will say, like the experience when I'm using it, because the component, I don't know if you can see it, but it, oh, there, maybe you can see it. It has in the background all of the like little logos built into it that make it feel rich. In number 11, the Give Me Glow Blush, and this is why I don't want to rank the ABH any higher, because this is in shade Hey Honey. It's a huge blush. It's this beautiful yellow undertone. And Give Me Glow I think they're still doing a sale on some of their clear out stuff because they're like kind of doing a rebrand situation. Maybe not a rebrand is the right word. They're changing all their pan sizes and everything. And I think this was like $3. And when you can get that for $3 and you can get, I mean, I could get 4 for that big of a blush, different shades, for the price I paid for this at TJ Maxx, not even from ABH. So, and that is a really, really nice, oh, I love this. This kind of yellowy shade just complements. I don't know if it's because I have like brown eyes that have a bit of like golden color to them, I think, but this kind of yellowy tone looks so good on my complexion. I love it so much. It's such a great formula. I didn't rank it any higher though, because even though it is a great color and a great formula, I don't feel like it's like, oh, and you can't get this in any other brand, in any other formula that's not just as good. I do feel like I've seen this undertone like from Menagerie and some other brands, so it's not like the most unique, but it is still more unique than mainstream in my opinion. And number 10 is my favorite setting spray. It's still the Benefit Professional Super Setter. I'm almost done with this one and I have another backup ready to go from the Ulta sale because I love it that much. Long lasting makeup setting spray, boy does it, and it doesn't feel like sticky hairspray on your face, which I love because I hate that about things like the Urban Decay All Nighter. I hate that sticky hairspray feeling on my face, like that alcohol, strong, drying feeling. This doesn't do that. I think I just didn't rank it any higher because I don't know that a setting spray is all that exciting. Like there's other stuff that makes me go like more than that. And that might be a weird explanation, but if you understand what I'm saying, then you're my people. And number 9 from Sugar Drizzle is this highlighter palette, On Top of the Mountain and Beneath the Stars. It's just a good old-fashioned colored highlight palette, and I really, really do enjoy it. I think I just didn't rate it any higher because, like the lip, I haven't reached for it since then. However, unlike the lip, I do like this one a lot. I just haven't pulled for it because I think it is similar to my number 1 item in this month's list as far as the quality and the formula and everything. So that made it feel kind of like, I think you just repackaged something you already had and kind of got me a little bit, but it's still a good product. In number 8 from Jaclyn Cosmetics is the Luminous Powder. Mine's in shade Do Me. This just gives you, especially with a matte foundation, the most like skin finish, like hydrated feeling from a powder, which is crazy to me. I don't want to rank it any higher because you can't get this brand anymore. Let me know if you've used this and you know a dupe for it. Oh my goodness, because I feel like I have to reserve this now because it's so good. Kind of like the setting spray though, I just didn't rank it any higher because I feel like, I don't know, maybe a setting powder isn't the most exciting thing to me personally. You let me know. Maybe it's the most exciting thing to you. And number 7 is the Tarte Radiant Concealer. I told you guys I got this in the Ulta sale and I've been loving it. It looks so good under the eyes. I will say I got mine in 16N and it matches my skin tone, which is fine, but I think I do like to brighten a little bit with my concealer. I've been pairing it with the Ulta powder, so the pink has brightened a little bit, but I maybe would get it a shade lighter in the next like neutral undertone. I love the actual formula of it though. It feels very hydrating. It's not crepey. It doesn't settle. Sometimes I don't set it at all and it doesn't crease. And yeah, I think the only gripe, if I even want to call it that, about this is that it is, I think, a medium coverage. Like sometimes I layer it and feel like I do see a little darkness, but again, that could just be if I had a slightly lighter shade that would help brighten up a little bit. But yeah, I'm really, really liking that one way more than I ever expected to, which is great. Love it, especially since I got it for half off. And number 6 from Laura Lee Los Angeles is the liquid lipstick in shade Spicy Pink. Love the applicator, the dry down, the comfortability of it. It's not like your crusty old liquid lipsticks that they used to sell. It's super comfortable, but it lasts a long time. I love pairing this with that Melt Headbang liner. This just isn't my perfect shade. It's a little light for me. I don't normally go for that much of a, I don't know, it's almost like cool tone to me, But I do think it looks good with a brown liner and this in the center. So it's just the color that kept me from rating it any higher. I think those are on sale for $8 right now, by the way. They are a great formula if you like that shade, or look at the other shade. I think Jaybird is my favorite shade in that formula if you're shopping. In number 5, we're going back to these unearthly liners we talked about. I've got the shade Khaki in my ranking, and like I said, it's just as good as the Melt ones. Same concept, sharpenable pencil. I love this kind of like, I don't know, the undertone of this Khaki one is so unique and cool. And I got these for $3 from Unearthly Cosmetics. So yeah, you can't beat that. Those are my new go-to when I buy lip liners for sure. I just didn't rate it any higher than 5 because I felt like the other stuff I ranked higher was just more interesting to me. More interesting products, more like innovative. It's a lip liner at the end of the day. It's very good and it's very affordable, but it's not like life-changing. I don't know. No, it's not life-changing, but it's very good. Number 4, we're back to the Give Me Glow. This pressed powder bronzer. Are you kidding me? This is in Good Times and Tan Lines. I have not been reaching for my Marc Jacobs over this, and that was my favorite bronzer of all time, the Tantastic. I've been reaching for this one. It's great. If you have neutral undertones like me, check this out. Give Me Glow. It's wonderful. It's big enough to put your brush in it, but it's not stupid big like the Marc Jacob ones. And it just looks so good on the skin. Just so natural, honestly. But like, I don't know, natural, but like pigmented enough that it's there at the same time. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's top tier. It's very good. As good as that is, I couldn't rank it any higher because there are just some truly incredible products in the top this month. In number 3 is the Valentina face palette from Adept Cosmetics. These glowy blushes, they're so good. I have seen the Unearthly Spring Magic thing floating around, but this is keeping me from that collection because I like Unearthly's eyeshadow formula. The color story is just okay to me personally. It's a little neutral. The glowy blush palette looks great, but I have this one, and these I think fit my skin tone a bit better than that palette from Unearthly. And this formula is just so smooth. And yeah, it's like that perfect highlighter blush combo. So pretty. Oh my goodness. And it does not accentuate the texture on my combination skin, which I love the most. Truly beautiful product. I think I got this face palette for $11, which by the time you get 3 different blushes, more of like a pinky one, more of like a peachy one, and then more of like, this is more of like a deeper rose color. I think it's absolutely worth it personally. But then, you know, it gets even better, okay? We gotta talk once again about my favorite gloss formula of all time. Where is she? Let's pull her out. Oh, come on. Where is she? Okay, I thought I lost her. We're gonna be really on an SOS hunt if I couldn't find this one. This is from Ensley Rain, the Rain or Shine gloss formula. Mine is in shade Glamorous. This is my favorite lip gloss formula of all time. It's so plush, it's not sticky, it fills in all of the lines, makes your lips look so good. Smells incredibly sweet, like a bakery. Like a cinnamon roll or a donut or something like this. I love this so much. Words can't express. I love this so much. And the fact that this isn't number 1 means number 1 is even that much more incredible. But oh, this is a must-have. I need this in more colors. Ensley Rain. I think you have this in more colors, but I just haven't bought them because I'm trying to be good and be on a low buy. But I love this so much, Ensley Rain. Thank you, because I didn't even buy this, you guys. That's the gag. That's the goop of it all. I did not even buy this. I got this one I bought. I don't think it was the Flower Moon. I think it was their collab they did with Brittany Huffman, the Midwinter Dreams palette, which I love so much. They included this with purchase. Holy cow, Ensley Rain. What a smart move, because you've got me hooked for life on this formula. Incredible. And so now when I've said that much, what could be number one to top that, right? Well, I'll tell you. It's from Sugar Drizzle as well. I don't think you can get it, but this is why I rated the other highlighter palette from them lower. The Sugar Drizzle Mini Glow Cube palette. I think this is the same formula and the same stuff as the other palette, to be honest, but this has 9 shades and that does not have 9 shades. The pans are bigger, but I think it's literally the same thing. So I really didn't need the other one, I don't think, when I had this, but at least I know when this runs out, since I can't get it anymore, that I have a ton of the same, I believe, formula and shades at my disposal after it's gone. But these are just so shifty and iridescent and incredible. I love them as inner corners as well as highlights and on the lid, like for eye looks. They're so pretty. I kind of want to do with this. Have you guys seen the, like, I think it's called Cyborg filter, where people like put on their face the colors and it just makes their whole face look like iridescent? I so badly want to do this with that, but I just don't know, frankly, if I have the skill to do that. But this is wonderful. If you don't have this and you can't get it, this would be your next best bet. But this is number one. These iridescent white color shifting eye and face highlighting shades. Incredible, so sparkly, so fun, so wonderful. So yeah, guys, those are all 33 items I used in the month of April. Let me know what were your top products and your bottom products this month. I would love to hear from you in the comments below. And thanks so much if you made it all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you again in the next one. Bye.